Hi guys. I decided to have a short chat about traveling and some issues we come across because I'm so tired today and had a difficult day, so to speak. It's okay, it's not that bad. But for an instance, what happens when you move out of one apartment and move into another one in the afternoon? Then you have a luggage issue, especially coming from Australia, going to Europe or wherever else. You carry, some extra luggage. You might have your backpack, then you have your wheelie luggage as well. And my point is today, like, no one wanted to leave my luggage with them. I understand they probably don't have a room or didn't have a room, but wouldn't you kind of accommodate people who basically bring you the money? They say customers are kind of number one, and that's what I believe as well, because it's give and take. If you stop giving, you won't be receiving either. So, like today, I asked people um, from the place I moved out this morning at 10 o'clock if I could leave my luggage there, and they said, oh no, we have cleaners coming at 10 o'clock, as if, they've got like, they had 6 hours because check-in is 4 o'clock, check-out is 10 o'clock. There's not a chance that cleaners going to come at 10 o'clock. I mean, they could have gone to other apartments if they had that many or whatever. Anyway, I'm just, apartment was clean and everything, but I just don't like that one-way street. My message here is, I know you can't feel someone else's pain, and no one can feel your pain, but at least you can listen and have some empathy, have some sympathy, whatever it is. Think about others rather than thinking about yourself only. Anyway, another apartment, I got in touch with them as well. This one here, where I moved into at 2 o'clock. I asked them the same question and they said, okay, we'll let you know in case cleaners finish their work earlier. Of course, um, no messages back. I asked again after they gave me instructions how to get into my apartment. And I said, does it mean that I can only get in from 2 o'clock? And they said yes. There are people who are unwell, people who have health issues, like myself. And, I killed a couple of hours sitting in a restaurant, having a coffee. Then afterwards, I just sat in a park, but it was really freezing. If it was a nice day, I wouldn't mind. I would have even left my luggage somewhere, um, where they look after it. You just pay, I don't know how much per hour to keep luggage in certain place in storage. But um, because it was cold and my two apartments were just 5 minutes apart from each other and didn't want to go too far, having to carry the lot, my backpack, as well as, you know, um, the wheelie luggage as well. And yeah, kind of, you know, I find that people today, not that only that they don't have empathy themselves, but they don't teach their kids to have empathy either. I noticed, for an instance, so some selfishness. That's how I see it. I had a kid myself, so I know how it feels. I know my like mother instinct and parenting and stuff like that. It's familiar to me. But I would tell my child, if they did something wrong, I would just tell them in a nice way that, it's not good enough. Although my child was pretty good and nice, like they were not harmful to living beings, or something like that. Like seeing children, in particular in Australia, where I come from, like they walk with their parents, and then you see this group of sparrows, and a child is trying to step on a sparrow, and kill it. And parents laugh, It's like an achievement. What does it mean? To me, it means you're encouraging your kids not to have compassion, like they're going to grow up like that. Then another group, once or twice or three times, I've seen them trying to kick the pigeons or doves and stuff like that, any birds. And same thing, parents couldn't care less, just go for it. Ha ha ha, it's good what you're doing. I'm very proud of you. This is how you learn. It's parenting. That's the true education at home. So that's your upbringing of your kids and future generations. I find in today's world that there's lots of hatred, aggression. People keep smashing things here around Europe as well as in Australia. I noticed things, and they draw on things they do not like, and they draw on shops, on businesses, or they throw tomatoes on art. And they smash the monuments, the historical monuments, trying to get rid of their history because someone brainwashed them, told them it is good, they should do that. Well, someone paid for these monuments. Maybe your parents, maybe your children, maybe your family members, maybe your co-workers and citizens of your town in Texas for these monuments to be built. And there's nothing wrong with history. You know, it's good to learn about Napoleon, about Caesar. You know, why do you think that you are good if you don't have empathy? If you are violent towards someone and something that is a different opinion to what you have? You know, before I started and before I found out about non-duality and so-called mindfulness or spirituality, because I had to look due to my health at the time, I was unwell. So I thought, I had to look for that reason. I wasn't interested in spirituality or any religion whatsoever, because to me, religion is separation, spirituality is separation. If you believe in one thing, if you are part of a group, to me, you are automatically against another group. So, for instance, in Australia, in Australian politics, we constantly have two groups of politicians. They're called Labor and Liberals, and they just take turn every year since I came to Australia for my over 30 years. I've just realized that you could not win. It would be Labour, Liberals, and Greens would be somewhere wherever it suited them. Although I don't have much respect for Greens lately. They're nothing like green. They're more like gray. And basically, you if you are with liberals, you'll be against the Labour. If you're with the Labour, you'll be against the liberals. And these people, what they do every year, they just look after themselves. They don't care about you. They don't care about the citizens of Australia. They just care about their loved ones and their own pockets. That's all they care about. I remember voting for both, and every time they betrayed me and I felt dirty, I felt like I participated in the lies. Like each time liberals lied. They said we were going to be better off with GST, so introduce the GST. I don't know what it's called in Europe. It's a tax on everything you purchase. So we got taxed 3 times for the same thing. It's a tax is a Steuer in Germany. So basically, if you buy a car, you pay tax every year. There is a stamp duty, there's roadworthy, and every time you renew your license, you basically and then you and every time you pay roadworthy, you pay another tax on thing that you already paid tax for when you know purchase a car, then you sell the car, and if it's a luxury car, you pay double tax on top of it. So you just can't win. And these people lie to me. So it's same with labor. What happens in Australia? Like liberals bring in the money. They steal money from everywhere, from people, from certain things. Then they kind of invest it in something. Or before they actually, because they never get re-elected again, it's Labor next time around. So Labor spend all their money that liberals brought in. Now each time Labor spends money, liberals have to get it off somewhere again to get some money into the government so they can kind of do something with it. And then again, Labor would spend it. So it's a bit like that, that's how I view the world. And I find politics same as spiritual cults. And for me, every spiritual group that meets on a regular basis is a cult where there is a leader, always one leader. So where there is a leader, there is ego trip. Now that spiritual trip has changed. So ego trip has changed from non-spiritual to spiritual, or from such and such to non-duality ego, because these people, it gets to them sooner or later. People are talking. It gets to them. Go, I'm important. So yeah, basically these people feel important. It's ego boost. Okay, these people love me. I want a bit more of that importance. So I want more. It's the same wanting more products, wanting more cars, wanting more money. It's wanting more attention. I'm kind of comparing this with people in general. I find that people and kids in particular should be taught empathy towards others. There's no empathy. So yeah, this is how I see it with also these people like who hire these apartments to us travelers. You know, it's give and take. Be grateful. When you to someone, thank someone. When you thank someone, you thank yourself as well. And if you apologize to someone, you apologize to yourself as well. But truly, it comes to you at some stage because you might not get it. It's not that you deliberately want to thank someone so you get something in return. It just happens automatically, I guess, at some stage if you're lucky, if you maybe suffered enough. When we suffer enough, we tend to see through things easier. Everything comes through us. So people maybe have a look and see, even if you came to understanding, which is not limited understanding in your mind, which is more than that. There is intelligence that is more massive than, which is endless, infinite intelligence. Yeah, that something teaches us and tells us every negative event in your life, bad parents, bad teachers, bad people around you, selfish people, they teach you something. They teach you something about life. Might not be easy, but that's how it is, you know. So be kind, I'd say. Think about others as well and yourself. Let people have their own opinion as well. Um, this world of late is about self-centeredness and defensiveness, and people are getting offended in particular. They get defensive, which is pretty bad. There are lots of narcissists around, sociopaths and stuff. And have a look and maybe stop defending these people that sit there next to that vase of flowers and crap on. If you feel some energy in these spiritual concerts, just remember any concert. You might go to classical music concert. You might go to your whatever crappy music concert, the commercial music concert. You might go to a metal concert. And there's energy about these performance sometimes, and people feel like hugging them. Even the girls throw themselves at them. It's similar with the spiritual people. It so often happens where spiritual followers create spiritual gurus and they make them mental cases, you know. And yeah, it's similar with people like this. Like if they boost their ego trip, it's not only bad for everyone else. It's not that the grass doesn't grow around them and, that they smash everything with their psychological mind. But it's at the same time, they kind of, it's like that dirt that you throw at someone. It sticks and stays with you as well, makes you suffer. Just be kind. Thank you for listening and wishing you all the best, good health, and long life. Cheers.